What is going on, traders? Welcome back to a brand new video. Celestin Capital here, and as you can tell by the title of the video, we made about 800 bucks today. Now, we did lose the first trade, but we ended up winning a beautiful second trade. The first trade was beautiful as well, but that stopped me out, as you can see, by just a couple pips, by about 7 pips. Let's see, stopped me out by about 7 pips. And then the second, the re-entry actually made me my money times 3 or 4 back. Now, before I break this trade down, I want to prove to you guys that I actually made this money. Our proof is important. Transparency is very important. So this is my Apex portfolio. This is the account. You can see 51,600. Where's the drawdown? Drawdown still at 2,500 because this is the highest my account has been so far. Let me go ahead and show you guys the portfolio. Let me bring this up right here. You can see 800 bucks. The first one was the first one. The first one, I lost 300. Lost 300 on the first one. And then the second one, I made 1,100 bucks, which evens out or totals out to 800 bucks in profit. So this is the proof right here. You can see 6:28 in the morning for the second trade. The first trade was at 5:09 in the morning. And this is everything. If you want to see this, you can pause the video if you'd like to see it. I don't know what that is. That's like commission or stuff. So that's the proof. Now let me go ahead and break down this trade for you guys. I'm going to break down both trades for you guys. Now let's back test this a little bit. Where are we? All right, there we go. There we go. All right, so initially, I see that price tried to push up above this high, but it could not. And it was supposed to, well, let me not say it was supposed to, but it attempted to displace above this high, but it did not. So that showed me that this was liquidity, price grabbed liquidity and closed back within the range. So now what am I looking for? I'm looking for price to take out the most recent low that tried to push price up, but couldn't. So this is the high that price tried to attack. It liquidated it. And now because this low didn't do its job, we're looking to attack this low right here. So I put this as my target for price to take out. Again, I did not hold price all the way down here. This would have been like a 1 to 11, as you can see. I do not go for 1 to 11s. I only go for 1 to 3s max. Or I'll go for 1 to 2 occasionally, but 1 to 3 max. Now, price did leave a 1-hour imbalance in between here. So I look to take a trade off of this imbalance. I look for price to come back and fill this imbalance. If price did not come and fill this imbalance, I would not have taken this trade. All right, it's all about following your rules. It's very simple. It's just the psychology of sitting on your hands, waiting, being patient for your setup to present itself. If this setup did not present itself, I would not have taken the trade. Simple as that. So I waited. Around this time, I was still sleeping. I woke up about 4:40 this morning. Woke up about 4:40 this morning. So we see price. I probably would have taken this one if I was awake because this threw a nice setup. It tapped into the imbalance. It gave me a beautiful setup. I would have taken that one and I would have lost that, as you can see. Again, I was asleep at that time. I woke up around 4:40. This is around 4:50. So we're still waiting. All right. We have our most recent low right here. All I'm waiting for price to do is close below that low. This price still didn't close below it. This is why it's very important to wait for closure, because you could have easily assumed that this was going to close below it, but it did not. It still closed above. This one, same thing, still closed. It closed right at the low. You can see how price is trying to trick you. They're trying to force you into the markets earlier than you should be. You can see how they're playing around with people's mindsets, with people's psychology a little bit. That's why it's important to have a strong mind in trading, when it comes to trading especially. And then boom, we get the close below. A beautiful bearish candle. At this point, I'm in the trade. Price gave me somewhat of a push, a little profit, but again, it doesn't matter until you actually close profits. As you can see, I just got stopped out at that point. And then I looked for another re-entry. I looked for re-entry. Same setup, same exact setup, same area, everything. Because I wasn't letting this trade go. I had one more setup. I had one more risk. to give to the market before I called it a day. If I would have lost this second one, I would have called it a day. Taken 2 L's, called it a day. That's it. Now, this is the most recent low. I'm looking for price to close below it. As simple as that. Price still did not close below it. Again, they're FOMOing people, trying to FOMO people into trades. We still did not close below it. Again, they're playing with people's psychology, forcing people into trades before they should actually be in the trade. Again, this one would have gotten a lot of people. You can see how it looked like price wanted to tank. Some people would have gotten FOMO, would have just entered right away, so on and so forth. But you have to be patient. You have to make sure you are patient when it comes to the markets. Again, I'm still waiting. Price did not close below that low yet. Price did not close below the low. You can see all these candles could have faked us out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles would have probably faked us out and forced us into the market earlier than we were supposed to get in. It's very important to wait for closures. This was the closure I needed. This is a 1 minute time frame. This was the closure I needed. I entered the trade. And as I said before, I do not care about drawdown. Drawdown doesn't matter to me. I can go into drawdown 90% of my trade. As long as price doesn't push above my stop loss, my trade is completely valid. Drawdown is just part of trading. Like I said in the video before, some people try to get no drawdown entries. It really doesn't matter. As you can see, price gave me a beautiful push. As I said before, I was looking for price to attack these lows. Again, I did not hold down to these lows. I just looked for price to attack these lows. If I was on a flipper count or something, I probably would have held. And boom, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade. Like I said before, if this trade would have lost, I would have just called it a day in the markets. You know, I don't want to risk more than I should have to. And thankfully, it ended up playing out. And not only did it play out, it played out to the T. We can actually play this out. So this was news. News pushed price up. But again, I wasn't falling for it. And boom, what did I say? Attacking the low. I didn't know for certain that it was going to attack the low. I just assumed based off of my knowledge of trading, I just wanted it to attack the lows. That's what my trading plans was based upon. All right. Price attacking lows and highs. All right. Taking out liquidity to the downside, taking out liquidity to the upside, so on and so forth. And that's exactly what it did. After it took out liquidity to the upside, it took out liquidity to the downside. And it played out to the T. So beautiful price action today. Very nice price action for it being FOMC especially. Actually, this is the FOMC candle, right? Is this 2 o'clock? No. FOMC, it was 19 minutes ago. It didn't really do much. At least it looks like it didn't really do much. But again, nonetheless, I'm showing you guys, I'm being transparent with you guys. I'm showing you guys I lost the first trade, won the second trade. If I would have lost both trades, I would have shown you guys it regardless. And you guys know that. You guys can look at the videos in the past. I've shown you every single thing. So I appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you guys still sticking with me. And as I said before, we are currently at 51,600. In order to get a payout, I need a couple more trading days, as well as I need to get to about 2,800 bucks. So about 1,200 bucks more I need to make. Again, we're not forcing it. We are just following the trading plan. That's it. It's going to come eventually. Just have to stick to our trading plan and be patient. So appreciate you guys watching the video. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.